Just making sure the numbers are going. I started this twice. As they say, Three's Company. So yeah, I was just talking about how I'm doing a perimeter walk, which is basically what I try to do one every night before I'm in for the night. I try to get out like once around morning time before noon, once in the afternoon, and once at night. So I'm and I mean I go out more than that. I'll go out to different places during the day, but I like to do like a perimeter walk where I just kind of go the length of Waikiki, or at least half of it, before I turn around. It's usually the business area, as you see. Like the beach is just, there's not much there at night. Tourists, I mean, in the morning's the best time for the beach. Usually if you see me at the beach, it's because it's morning time. Although I went the other night to ponder the orb over there at the Healing Stones again. But the video ended up being fucking way too long, and I want to edit a bunch of crap into it. So, here we are. I'll get it out. It's just, I have to run it by a friend first to make sure it's not, to make sure it's accurate to Hawaiian legends and stuff. A lot of times, like, I think I know something, and I'll just run with it, and then I'll be wrong. It happens to everybody, but I don't like to be wrong, especially if I'm putting it on something for people to watch. So yeah, I carry like a little kit with me of just things I need. And I do keep a Bible. Check this Bible out. New Testament, Psalms and Proverbs. It's designed like a gym locker. I like it 'cause it fits in the palm of my hand. It's not easy to read, but you can read it. But I just thought this was the coolest thing. Let's see if I can get the camera focus on it. New Testament, there we go. In the back, it's designed like like someone's locker. I got this for free on the strip one day, and I'm like, oh, perfect pocket size. I mean, it's not the most menacing Bible if you're going to use it for a weapon, but it'll do the job. Before I had my malfunction that made me stop recording the second time, I also carry like a few more physical weapons. Although if you were to see them, you wouldn't traditionally, like, I wouldn't get busted for having this stuff with me. Smarter than that, he says. But yeah, I was thinking for a while of having them like blessed or something, or use holy water on them, and how that would work. And in my looking around at that stuff, there's fucking, you can buy holy water at fucking Walmart. Yeah, I'm sure that's fucking high quality. And then I start thinking about it, and I'm like, do I really need like a fucking pervert, or in some cases like a pedo to fucking bless my fucking weapons? I started thinking, like, is there any way to I don't think transmute's the right word, but to imbue it with whatever little divinity that I have, using like thought forms and the regular shit. I never really thought of doing that, and I don't even know if you can, but maybe you can. I just automatically move away from from when I hear music like that. I was gonna wait at that stop, but then I'm like, uh-oh, trouble. That's what I tell my wife to do. Anytime you hear like loud music like that, just move away. Get out of the area. That's probably how old people used to feel when I'd roll up, crank an Iron Maiden or something. Uh-oh, got away from that guy. It's not fear. It's just it's a fear of hassle is what it's a fear of. It's a fear of being involved in some nonsense. So just as my strict zero nonsense strict zero nonsense policy, I just, as a rule, if I hear someone like walking around with a big speaker in their hand, I think that might have been a car back there, but I just move away from it. I just get away from it. I'm like, this is a nonsensical person, you know, and I just get away from it. Cranking Maiden, though, you know, I'm sure it must have been annoying to older people back in the day when I was doing it, driving around or walking around at the beach where, you know, where I live. But it's not about dicks, you know. There's a lot of the shit is about dicks, and it's just funny because like there'll be like, you know, older people, young kids walking around, families, you know, and then one of these guys comes up cranking tunes about dicks, like my dick and the fucking all this, you know, super sexual shit. I see like old people, kids. It's just like this shit's just wrong, man. You know, it's like I get it. You want to project some kind of image. I mean, you know, I do that too. I guess it's how I look and everything. But what kind of vibe are you trying to get over there? Are you cruising? Unless you're cruising, and then you're trying to. You know, there's a lot of alternative lifestyle people here, so maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. That's funny. That sounds like Iron Maiden right there. It's like a twin guitar. It's not Maiden, but it sounds like it. It's funny. Gonna get back onto the main drag down here, Kalakaua. This is Kuhio, this street here. This is like a secondary tourist street. It generates a lot of income as well. But Kalakaua is the big one. That's where the majority of the income derives from. I said to my wife too, I noticed today, I'm like, see the TV scare people with that stupid thing again? She's like, yeah, they're trying to bring back boosters, so they're saying there's like a variant around, because I'm noticing like an uptick. I mean, it never went away here, like in Hawaii, people have always worn the masks. In fact, there's a large Asian population who even before COVID would always wear them. It's a thing. In the East they do, if they have colds or something, or I don't know, they always did it anyway. So add that other stuff to it, and like everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people still wear them. So I'm used to seeing them, you know. But today it's like I see them everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I'm like, is the TV up to bullshit again? Are they scaring people again? You know, I'm thinking this, and then sure enough, yeah, it's exactly what's happening. You know, they already ordered those boosters. They don't want to, they can't take a loss on them. So they got to get them out. Like, that's something you might be able to say to like a normal person, because they can understand that, because they think money runs the world. They're like, oh yeah, well, you know, these drug companies, you know, all they care about is the money, so, you know, they don't care if they're hurting anyone, they're just pushing it out. That's good enough. I'm happy with that. Like, I don't need to take them to the next step. Like, no, money doesn't mean anything to these people. You know, they actually print the money. It's not money. Money doesn't run anything. But then it's like trying to tell black people that, you know, white people don't run anything. It's like they don't. It's kind of a losing battle. It's like it's not us you hate. You know, it's not us who. You know, they're telling you it's us. You know, but it's not us. It's never been us. Us, me. I don't, you know, I never even really, ever, at any time I could think of, ever referred to myself as a white person. Like, especially growing up. Never. You would usually describe. You usually use your nationality as a signifier. I wouldn't say signifier. Whatever. You usually go by your nationality. And so I was always Irish, you know, Irish, Italian. I had Armenian friends, and of course you have black and Asian people, but where I grew up anyway. But yeah, I never thought of myself as a part of a group called white people. That's like a huge group of different people being mashed together. But they like that because that's how they want to economize the farming. You know, it's about economizing your cattle, and they like to label them in a way that makes them easier to refer to get the others mad at. You know, they want the cattle fighting each other all the time. As long as you're not messing with them. You know, that's why, like I was talking earlier about this yay thing. It's like, I know it's a work, right? Like, I know it's all theater, but it's super dangerous, I think, for them to do that. I think I've already covered this ground though, so whatever. It's basically just see how it plays out. Where I'm at right now as of this video is that they took away his bank, and now George Floyd's family suing him. See, here's the tricky thing. Here's the thing that right away, you know, it's bullshit. He's being sued by a pretend family. George Floyd, as he was presented, is not a real guy. Him and Derek Chauvin worked together at the same Freemason club. I don't know what they did there. They both did pornos. They knew each other for many years. So I don't even know if he really has a real family, you know. So it's just like the Alex thing. They have one of their fake entities trying to sue their other fake entity, in this case Kanye. So it's like, you know, and the reason they do that is to try to establish some kind of legal precedent or something, just like they did with the Alex Jones thing. He's their guy, okay? They fake charged him, fake sued him, and he fake had to pay an enormous amount of money. Now, the only way they could get that done to a guy that wasn't their guy is they couldn't, because it didn't really happen, and there are no victims. The families like that are complaining, and I pointed this out today to someone too. You know, and again, I'm not. Well, fuck it. No, I can say this still. I think if you look at the parents for that particular venture, for that event, they're all way too old to have kids in the single digits. You know, and that's because, for whatever reason, it was changed to a younger kid's school. It was supposed to be a high school. The kid was going there to get revenge on some kids. He went to high school because, I mean, when you think about it, why the fuck did he go back to a school he used to go to, doesn't know any of the students there, and went there when he was, what, 7? No, that doesn't make any sense. If he's upset with someone, he'd go back to his school. The school was empty. It was supposed to be used for anything. I guess at the last minute, and last minute meaning too late to change out some of the people that were going to be involved, they decided to bump the age down to single-digit kids instead of the high school kids. So now that doesn't make sense. Anyway, but when you see the parents, they are the age of parents that would have teenage kids. I mean, I was looking at a picture of them today, all standing together, and we've identified these people in being involved in all different kinds of events like this, from Boston all the way down. And one woman, there's been like 5 of them, and they used the cover of the crisis actors thing. Like, oh, the crisis. Well, there are crisis actors, and they hired them for the day. These people that you see here are not crisis actors, okay? They're not crisis actors. They're more connected to the the groups that of farmers. They're more collected to the collected to the farmer group. They're not crisis actors. So that's like another layer under a layer. You know, they want people looking at these crisis acting places. There's supposedly a school in Colorado, and their legitimate, use for them is that when they run military drills, and they run drills about how to take care of victims of some kind of tsunami or an event, these guys play the parts of these injured people. And I guess a lot of ex-military who've had limbs removed or had them shot off or blown off work in these fields and make pretty good money. The Boston guy comes to mind, the guy who lost his legs, that they then put on a fucking wheelchair. That guy would have been, as soon as they lift him off the ground, he would have been dead. But yeah, it's supposed to him in the military without the legs before this thing, and then they parade him around like a hero. I remember that Boston Bruins game when they brought not fucking drunk idiots to cheer and singing fucking God Bless America and Sweet Caroline. It's like, no wonder they look at you the way they do. They're all fucking stupid. But they're not stupid. They're not stupid. They're drones. For the most part, a lot of these people are drones. They're just like, they used to be used as tools here in the school to facilitate tests for you in your little human suit to work up on your divinity or whatever it is, to be a better kid of God. So these things were created to be used in that way, and they're still with us. I mean, they're still all around. I don't know if they've just been set loose with the, follow the plan idea, or that they have to just follow whatever, the mission control tells them. I don't really know. I haven't got that far into it yet, and it is just a theory, but it's looking better all the time. You have to admit, it's getting better. All right. No demons. If I catch any, though, I'm always going to push the button. Don't blame the teacher, blame the school.